first day of 24 in 48 hours readathon, so I'm excited to start. I've already been listening to my audiobook while I was getting ready and everything, and I'm at 58 minutes, 56 minutes. I don't know though if it's at 1.25, so I need to like make sure of that before like actually putting that in my number. But my TBR, I want to show you because technically it has changed a little bit. I was approved yesterday for an arc of Artemis, the next book of Andy Weir, so I love The Martian, everybody did, and I'm super excited to read his next book. It's coming out in November, but I can read it today, so I decided, you know what, I think I'm gonna start with that, and then if I finish it / when I finish it, I will be continuing with my official TBR. Those are all the books that I have started and stopped for no reason. So this one I'm like, so for example, this one I'm like 116 pages into it, stopped even though I enjoyed it, and I just never continued. So this is actually the order of priority. So these should be the ones that I read in the next 48 hours. It's currently 9:24 Saturday, so I woke up not super late since I've been listening to the audiobook 50 minutes, but I mean, you know, I gotta start reading. But with that said, I am planning on going to the library today, which, I mean, does it count? I mean, it's still about books. I know it's not gonna count for my hours, but I thought I would still go today because I want to get a card so I can get books online on their website. So, I mean, since I'm gonna be there, I might grab some physical books and maybe this TBR will be completely changed, but possibly not. So yeah, I will beat you a little bit later. So I just came back from the library, which was a complete dud. Every time I go in person, I realize that they have like 0 books I'm interested in, but I made a cart so I would be able to get the ebooks online, and I have been listening to my audiobook, which I didn't even mention earlier the name. I'm at 2 hours and 48 minutes and 15 seconds. And the book is The Last One by Alexandra Oliva. And I didn't really know what it was, except that I thought it was a thriller, but now I'm not sure if it's a thriller, like sci-fi. I don't know what's happening. Basically, you're following a couple people that are part of a TV reality show where they have to survive in the wild for like X amount of time until there's only the last one left. But I'm not sure what's going on so far because I feel like there's a back and forth between the beginning and maybe later. So yeah, I don't know how long this will count for my hours reading. I'll be including it because I'm listening to it at 1.25 speed, so 2 hours and 48 minutes will be something different. With that said, it's gonna be really hard to convince myself to stay inside and read, although I could go outside, but technically not really, to do a challenge because it's so sunny outside. It's so pretty. I will be starting the Andy Weir novel now, and I will update you later. To try and motivate myself, I'm gonna make some tea. This is some David's tea. This is cinnamon mate. It should wake me up because it's supposed to be a stimulant. Can you see it? Not really. Anyway, and I have my special mug just for this. Turns out I had to work, so finally at 12:34 I'm gonna start my timer to start reading Artemis. So let's do this. I officially need more tea. I am currently at 36 minutes and 49 seconds. And I'm at page 25 of 242. 25 pages sounds really small, but I have to say the real book has like 384 pages, so it's technically more than 25 pages. So I just need more tea at this point because I need motivation, liquid motivation. Now back to reading. It's currently 5:30 and I have read a little bit on my computer, and I've read also did the audiobook on my phone. I went outside because it was way too pretty to just be stuck inside all day. So I did walk outside. So the audiobook, I'm currently at like 4 hours into it, but that's at 1.25, so it means, so it's like 3 hours and like 15 minutes-ish. And on my computer right now, the number is 3 hours and a half. So basically I'm at 6 hours and 45 minutes. I don't think that's really good, but I feel like this morning with the library, I kind of ruined everything. I was hoping to like find good books and like literally found nothing, and it took much longer than it should have. So yeah, almost 7 hours is still not bad. Right now I think I'm about to make some banana strawberry bread because I want to. And I think I'm gonna try and listen to the audiobook whenever I'm not making too much noise, so I will be at least doing something. I forgot to show you, this is the official number, so I'm not cheating. And I'm currently in the book at 143 pages out of 242. I feel like I'm reading really slowly on my computer. I don't know if it's just that specific program, whatever, but like I feel like I can like, I get mixed up where I'm at every time I like change line. So it's been pretty slow, but I mean, I'm more than halfway through it. I might be able to finish it today. And I'm also pretty far in the audiobook. Like as soon as I finish the banana bread thing, I might be like over 4 hours into it. And there's like 12 hours. So, I mean, progress. I expected to be done at this point, to be honest, with the other one. But I've done a lot more audiobook than I thought I would. Anyway, I'll update you later. So apparently there's a problem with the oven, so I will have to deal with that later. And it means no banana bread, sadly. So I'm just gonna go back to reading. So I had pizza and I changed into something more comfortable. I'm wearing a Batman sweater, obviously. And I'm now at like 5 hours of reading. You can see my face, I'm a little discouraged. To be honest, like I wanted to wait until I was done to like review the book, but like overall I'm pretty disappointed. I feel like it's very common for male author to not know how to write female characters, and I feel like that's just no different for this one. Like the main character is a 26-year-old woman, and it feels like you're reading a book from the point of view of a 15-year-old horny edgelord teenager. I don't know. I like the jokes are like super forced or not funny, and like the way she like perceives herself and like sexually is just really just weird. Like no woman would think like that. So yeah, I mean, other than that, the book, I don't know, like I had pretty high expectations because I really love The Martian, and this one also happens in space. It's on the moon, and basically you're following Jazz, the main character, and there's like a heist happening, and like it's interesting, but I don't know. So far I'm pretty disappointed. Like I don't know if the ending's gonna get so much better because there's like 60 pages left, but yeah. I mean, I'll update you a little bit later, but officially I am 5 hours into it and I'm at 182 out of 242. So I just finished the book and I have to say I'm really disappointed. Like I need to like think about, why am I so zoomed in? I need to think about what I'm gonna say for the review, but I think that it can be summarized as I'm pretty disappointed. Like, it felt like I was trying too hard. I didn't love the characters. I really didn't like the humor. It just kind of wasn't what I wanted. It really wasn't as good as The Martian, that's for sure. But now it is officially, it's like exactly-ish 10. I have been reading for 9.5, a little bit more than that, hours today. Quite frankly, I'm kind of not into it right now. Like I'm so disappointed with the book that I just don't feel like reading anymore. but if I want to hit 24 hours, I will need to read a little bit more. I might just take a little bit of a break and then come back. Hopefully I don't fall asleep. Good morning, it's the next morning and it's currently 8:30. And I have to say, I was kind of discouraged yesterday. Like, I totally fell asleep and I was like, F this, nothing. Like, after reading a book that you were really excited to read and ended up being super disappointed with, it's kind of hard to force yourself to continue reading. So yeah, bad booktuber. But officially in the audiobook I'm at 4 hours and 7 minutes, but that's at 1.25. And yesterday I read for like 6.5 hours on my computer too. So technically I'm at 9.5, a little bit more hours of reading, which isn't bad, but it's making me realize that I'm probably not gonna hit 24. Realistically though, I didn't expect to, but today we're still gonna try our hardest to get there. I'm probably gonna have breakfast and then I'm gonna be starting or finishing, since it's one of the books that I had already started. This is A Close and Common Orbit by Becky Chambers, and this is the second book after The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet. It's basically a sci-fi book where you follow mostly characters. There's some action, but it's not action driven. So I'm excited to continue this one. I mentioned it yesterday, but now I can't remember. I'm at page 116 and there's like 350 pages, so I still have quite a bit to read, but I'm actually excited to read this one. So hopefully it's gonna go better than yesterday. So it's currently 10:30. I read for a little while longer. I actually read like 100 pages exactly. If things going well, I really love this book, honestly. It's kind of slow paced because it's not action driven, but it just gives you all the feel, and like it's so diverse and everyone needs to read this series basically. But I am thinking about actually making the banana strawberry bread I wanted to make yesterday because it finally works. So I think it just needs to happen. I will be listening to the audiobook as I do it, so at least I'm still reading. But I mean, food, right? I thought I would update you because the struggle is real. Turns out the oven still wasn't working, but I was like in the middle of making the banana bread, so I had to go to the neighbor and use his oven. But we have banana strawberry bread, and I tried to make the topping. The icing didn't really work, so it's going to be a liquidy one that I'll put on top of each piece instead of just spreading it. So we're good. I'll show you a little bit later. It's cooling down right now. I wanted to update you for the reading. Currently it's been 9 hours on my computer, and the audiobook I just listened a little bit more, actually a lot more than I thought. I'm at almost 5 hours at 1.25, so it's doing pretty well actually. How much is that? Let me use my calculator. So 4 plus 9, I'm at 13 hours of reading, and it's currently like 1. I mean, at this point, even if I read straight up the whole day, I wouldn't make it. It's okay, we're still gonna try. We're gonna continue. I'm currently in the book at page 254. 5. So it's going pretty good. I still like this. Need to try and finish it. Like, there's not that much left. So I'm gonna do this and I will update you and then maybe eat some banana bread. Snack time. So I just finished A Close and Common Orbit by Becky Chambers, and I mean, if you want to feel all the feels and like feel all warm and fuzzy and maybe cry, but in a good way, I definitely recommend her books. This one and the first one were just amazing. In this book, you're following like 2 main characters, one of them being in the past and then the other one being basically artificial intelligence. It's so different, it's so diverse. Yeah, this gave me all the feels basically. And I am just under 11 hours on my computer, and then there's 4 hours on my phone. So 15 hours, it's 5 o'clock. And to be honest, knowing that I'm starting the other readathon tomorrow and that I have things to do, I'm realizing that like spending the whole weekend doing a readathon plus doing next week a full readathon, I'm kind of not motivated anymore. So I don't know, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a break, and if I still feel like reading, I'll definitely continue. I feel like this is like so bad, like I'm supposed to try to do 24 hours and 48 hours, but like, I mean, 15 hours of reading in 2 days is really good. I finished 2 books and I'm in the middle of another one, so yeah, I don't really feel like reading anymore, which I know is really bad, but I hope you don't mind too much. I think I did a pretty good effort, and yeah. So I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I will see you in the next one because I'm going to be doing the booktubeathon basically starting tomorrow.